Hello again, or life path number 8. This is your June reading for 2020. I'm going to start with the astrology and then we'll get into the cards. I'm going to do something a little bit different for June's readings. So if you're a life path number 8, you might want to sit up and pay attention because I've added a little bit of a twist and a little bit of fun at the end of it. Anyway, we're going to start with the new moons, full moons, and the eclipse season is coming into effect in June. So there's a full moon on June the 5th or 6th, depending on which hemisphere you're in the sign of Sagittarius. The South Node has also just gone into the sign of Sagittarius, out of Capricorn and into Sagittarius. Now, the South Node deals with the past, okay? So any past things that we need to deal with, especially if you're a Sagittarius, you'll find it it'll affect you the most, but we all have Sagittarius somewhere in our charts. So that's the full moon. On the same day, the 5th or the 6th, there is a lunar eclipse, and it is in the sign of Sagittarius. So it's a double whammy for the Sagittarians out there at the moment. But it's only a partial lunar eclipse, and with eclipses, they take anything up to 6 months to play out. We've actually got 6 eclipses this year instead of only just 4. So 2020 is a major month from beginning to end. So that's all I can basically say. I'm not an astrologer, but I just like to know what's going on because I know that comes out in the cards, the moons, all this sort of type thing. But the eclipses are coming into effect starting from the 5th of June. We then go into the new moon, which is in the sign of Cancer, on the 20th, 21st, again, which hemisphere you're in. And there's also a solar eclipse on the same day in the same sign of Cancer at 0 degrees. So 0 is quite a special number sort of type thing. Generally, we don't read for number zeros. There are no number zeros. We always put a number in there. But there's quite a impact when it's at number 0. So it's at the beginning. Cancer has just had the North Node go out of it, which deals with the future, and that North Node has now just gone into Gemini. So Gemini is an air sign. We are now dealing with the future with the North Node in Gemini. Gemini is an air sign, so it's all about the mental realm. So we've come out of the watery sign of Cancer, and now we're dealing with air, okay? So you might find that you're thinking a lot more, you have a lot of thoughts, this sort of type thing. You might not be able to sleep very well. This is the Gemini effect, but the Gemini is twins. It can go either way sort of type thing. There's the good, bad, and the ugly sort of type thing. Anyway, last month was, excuse me, I'm just going to clear my throat. Okay, last month was a 9 universal month. June is a 1 universal month. Now, with 1 universal months, they don't come around very often in a year. You'd be lucky if you get 2 per year. So this is the time now in a 1 universal month. If you've got any plans to start doing them, set the foundations, whatever you've kept on the back burner, or these ideas that you've had, now's the time in June to basically start implementing them. Excuse me. We still have a lot of planets retrograde: Venus, Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter. We also have Mercury going retrograde in the month of June. On the 17th or 18th, Mercury is going retrograde. And it goes stationary direct on the 11th or 12th of July. Why I bring up Mercury is because of that North Node that's just gone into Gemini, and Mercury is the ruler of the sign Gemini, so it's all about communication. So it's going to have a major impact because that North Node, dealing with the future, has just gone into Gemini. So guys, I just had to pause the video and have a drink of water. You should know me by now. Once I start speaking quite a bit, I start coughing. It's just something I do. The planet Neptune is also going retrograde, and I think it's at the end of June, maybe going into July, and I didn't write down the dates for that, so you can look that one up anyway. But yeah, these planets that are in retrograde, plus the eclipses, the full moon, the new moon, June's going to pack a mighty punch, I think. And it's already sort of come out in the cards, a lot of the past that we're dealing with. Now's the time to get rid of that past feelings, experiences, all that sort of thing. So, and like I said, being a one universal month, now's the time to start setting those foundations for your future, especially with the North Node in Gemini. This is all about, you know, the future. And so, and they're quite, like I said, there's 6 eclipses this year. So, you know, we're going to have to be a bit flexible as well with those eclipses, because, you know, things can come out of left field. Anyway, that's enough about the astrology side of it. Like I said, I'm not an astrologer, but I know from personal experience that these things play out big time in people's lives. And we all have Sagittarius and Cancer and all the signs, Gemini, somewhere in our chart. So if you know your birth chart, you can look up where those signs are in your chart, and that's the area that they will be affecting or taking place. So what I'm going to do is a little bit differently with cards. We've done the Celtic crosses, we've done the horseshoe spreads, we've mixed the cards up and done spreads like that. What I'm going to do is a past, present and future spread. So you'll get 9 cards in total, and then I'm just going to pick a random card out of the pack from the universe for an extra message. So once we get through that, I'm going to add a little bit of a twist at the end with the wisdom of the oracle cards. So I'll leave that till the end and see what I'm going to do with those cards at the end of it. So I'm not all about life path numbers and numerology. I followed astrology for many years, as we all have. We're all, you know, been brought up with sun signs, moon signs and star signs, ascending signs, descending signs, all that sort of type thing. So we'll leave that one till the end. So I'm going to get underway with shuffling your cards for life path number 8. What do they need to know for June 2020? And what will I serve them? I'm using the Archangel Tarot cards. And if you watched my video last month, you know I always pick the middle cards. If you can't see the cards at the moment, I will bring them up. Those cards, 3 cards there is your past, your present, and your future. I'm just going to randomly select a card out of the deck. If I need to clarify any, I can clarify them as well. Those cards down there. Let's move over a little bit. So the first card we got from the universe, or the message from the universe, is the Queen of Gabriel. It says, you can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So the Queen of Gabriel here is the Queen of Wands. This is the fire seat as well. So we'll see where this message comes in, but it's telling you that you can do anything right now, life path number 8. Okay, so we'll see where that card comes in. Move these ones out of the way, because knowing me, I'll drop the cards and I'll have to pick up 78 cards, not just 52. Okay, so I'm going to read each card, and then I'm going to read the bottom of the card, and then I'm going to put all 3 cards together. So we've got the 5 of Gabriel, we have the 2 of Raphael, and we have the 2 of Ariel. The 5 of Gabriel is the 5 of Wands. It reads, a challenge you can resolve, withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. You then get the 2 of Raphael, or the 2 of Cups. It says, two hearts are dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits who don't give up on those you love. We then get the two of Ariel, or the two of coins, and it reads, it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So putting these ones together, the Five of Gabriel here is usually the Five of Wands in the normal traditional tarot. In this depiction, it's got a woman sitting at a table putting a large puzzle piece together. So this is the puzzle piece of your world, basically, or even your bubble. This is Archangel Gabriel also giving you information and pieces of that puzzle. So it might pay to basically open up communication, even with the Archangel Gabriel, because there's information there that she can give you. We've got the Two of Raphael here, which is the Two of Cups. Okay, Two of Cups, everybody knows what the Two of Cups relates to. With Archangel Raphael here, this is a love relationship. This is an offer of love. This is kindred spirits. This is soulmates card. Can be also a karmic relationship. You then get the Two of Coins with it, okay, which is quite telling when they're together. This is, you basically having to do a balancing act in what I take in your life at the moment, between work, home, all that sort of type thing. But this is in your past. This is what you've been doing, okay? And it might have just sort of confused you a little bit. You're wondering a little bit, why things happened. There could even have been, a few arguments in this relationship. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. This can be a working relationship as well, with the Two of Cups. But it's somebody that is a soul connection to you. I'll stress that point very clearly. There could even be a family member. What else? That's about it, really. But yeah, you're doing a bit of a juggling act between your home and family, especially with this new moon that's in Cancer. Cancer is all about home and family, and finishing up, basically, because that North Node's just come out of the sign of Cancer. So you're probably, you're ending that cycle out. Yeah, I'm just looking down here at the cards here because you've got a new direction coming up very soon in your future. But this is you sort of doing a juggling act between relationships, people, things that you need to do in your life, okay? And you're putting all the pieces of the puzzle together to finish the cycle out. I'm going to pick up your present cards here. You have the Two of Gabriel, so that's 1, 2, that's 3 twos. So maybe angel number 222 is coming into effect here. You've got the Two of Gabriel, or Two of Wands. You've got a Major Arcana card, Decisions card. You've also got the Ace of Michael, which aces are always new beginnings, okay? And this is the Ace of Swords in the normal tarot. So this is cutting to the truth of the matter, and that's probably what you need to do with this Five of Gabriel here in your past. And it's also with underneath the Five of Gabriel. We'll go to the Two of Wands. It's got make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Then you've got the Decisions card, and it is a Major Arcana card. It says, release yourself from that which holds you back. The need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. And then you get the Ace of Michael. Sorry, that you knows. You've got the Ace of Michael here, which says, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps on the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Mercury going retrograde here comes to mind with this card when it says clear up communication problems, because everybody knows by now what Mercury retrograde means, and especially with Mercury as the ruler of Gemini. That North Node is in Gemini at the moment. Communication problems being in an air sign. Air signs are all up in the head and they like to communicate, especially the sign Gemini. They're very good at communicating, so this is where this card is also coming into play. I don't always do the astrology, but I knew this month there was a lot going on, so that's why, and it's coming out in the cards. So with the Ace of Michael here, or the Ace of Swords, clear up communication problems, and this is the new start that you've been looking for. The Decisions card with Archangel Joseph here. Release yourself from that which holds you back, the need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. With this card here, you can see her, she's got a bird cage here, and she's opened the door, and most of the birds, all but one, have flown out. This is a little bit like the Eight of Swords, if you like. You know, it's an illusion of being trapped when that door is wide open, and it's only the self-confidence bit that is holding you back at the moment. So don't be afraid to spread your wings and fly, and make that decision. The Two of Gabriel here. Hold these cards around the other way. It's got make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. You know, Two of Cups comes into mind here from the past road. You've also got the Queen of Gabriel here saying you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people with that card. So that's the two of, you know, you've got, that's a pretty high card being the Queen of Wands there. She's a pretty passionate person too, so I know a lot of life path number 8s, when they get their teeth into something, they're quite passionate about it. So there's something that you need to do and get your teeth into and be quite passionate about, but it needs to, you know, you need to make that decision basically. With the Decisions card there, and it is, that card there is in the middle of your spread, so it's an overriding factor there that you have a major arcana card right in the middle of your spread. I hope all that is making sense, but yeah, communication problems may come up, but clear up communication problems with others, okay? So maybe you need to have a little bit of self-confidence and speak your truth. So we're going to go now to your future cards here. You've got the Nine of Ariel, you've got the Seven of Michael, and you've got the Chariot card, which is a major arcana card. Okay. So with the Nine of Ariel, which is the Nine of Coins, your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to great success, a love of beautiful things in life, and that's the Wish card. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. You've got the Seven of Michael, or the Seven of Swords. It says there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all details. Again, Mercury retrograde comes into my mind with that card. Then you've got the Chariot with Archangel Metatron. It says determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. So those are pretty powerful cards, those ones that are in your future. But definitely, if you see that card here, you're at a crossroads here, you've got a new path coming up. It's entirely up to you when you take that new path. You've got Archangel Michael pointing over here to this clear path. So there is a new direction coming up for you. Once you take that new direction, you've got the Chariot card here saying it's full steam ahead. It's you in the driving seat to fulfill your wishes card here. It's you driving that chariot in the direction that you want to take your life, where you're manifesting your life. Once you've done the puzzle pieces sort of thing up here, you've been doing the juggling act. Now you've got the Decisions card here in the middle, saying that you can release yourself from the past. Unnecessary worry based on the lack of self-confidence. And then you get these as your future card here. Don't let this one here, especially because it's underneath the Decisions card here, don't let that self-confidence stop you from taking this new path, okay? a lot of things are changing in people's lives, especially with these eclipses coming out or coming up in June. So, you've got the wish card there, plus there's a rainbow in that card there. You might actually see, once you've made decisions or something like that. Sometimes when you've done that or you've made a big decision in your life, you'll see a rainbow. So look out for rainbows as well, because it tells you that you're on the right path or you've made the right decision. Okay? And there's usually major events with rainbows as well. It can be not for all, but for some. Okay, I'm going to say your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love of the beautiful things in life. So you're on the right track. Okay, but don't be scared to take this new path that's coming up in the future, because it's now you in that chariot seat driving your life where you want to go. As it says, determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. So those are pretty good cards for your future. Let me go back to this Queen of Gabriel here, or Queen of Wands. It says that you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. To Gabriel up here. It says make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. And you've also got the Two of Cups here, or the Two of Raphael. These are the sorts of people that you want to attract into your life, or that can be handy in your life. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. So yeah, but yeah, don't forget those. Yeah, you've got 3 2s there. Okay, so that's quite. Those 3 cards are quite telling. So it could be the angel number 222. Maybe Google that one. You might be seeing the angel number 222 on the clock, or the radio clock, or in the car, anywhere, or on the stove clock. There's many different forms of how they can get an angel message across to you. So when you see angel messages, just think about what you were thinking at the time that you saw the angel number 222. That's generally how it is done. You can be thinking something and you'll see 222 on the clock, or like I've got a clock on my computer here that I do my videos on. So that's basically, if I was thinking something, I would stop and think, all right, what was I just thinking? So I hope that's helpful anyway. Right, now we're going to get rid of those cards. I haven't had to clarify anything. Those are all pretty straightforward, as they are with our angel cards. Just going to get rid of that deck of cards. Give myself a little bit of room. And we're going to bring up the wisdom of the oracle card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the deck, and I'm going to pull a card for each individual star sign. So I'm going to go from Aries through to Pisces, because you're not just a life path number 8, you're also a star sign. You can use these cards, like you'll get 3 messages from these cards. If you know your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, you can take those cards as messages as well. So I'll give you an example. I'm a Libra, is my sun sign. I have the moon in Sagittarius, and I have my rising sign in Aries. Okay, so I can use all those 3 cards for a message from the wisdom of the oracles, and you can put them together to give you a bigger picture. So right, we're going to shuffle these, and if you're a life path number 8 and you're in Aries, this card is for you. This card has been coming out quite a bit. It is the Y card, and it's number 31. You can also Google what the numerology meaning for the number 31 is, as well as the other numbers that I'll give the rest of the star signs. you're asking why. There's a great big question mark up here with why written on it. Well, it's a question mark, but it's here. The why is written down here, sorry. What you're doing is reaching over and you're trying to pick up this book to find the answers of the why. And this has got angel wings on this book. This can be the Akashic Records. This can be the Book of Life or the Book of Knowledge. But you're in the month of June, you're going to be asking a few questions of why. Okay, your why could be anything. And so past life regression could be an option here as well. So why things happen in life, this could be the meaning of life, this could be 101 different questions that you want to ask at the moment. And it could relate back to that 5 of Gabriel, that puzzle piece. So that's for the Aries. Now, if you're a life path number 8 and you are a Taurus, this next card is for you. So this is number 45 and it says time to go. So that is for Tauruses. Life path number 8 and you're a Taurus, it's time to get going. Any plans that you've got, like it's a one universal month, any plans that you've got to get up and underway, it's time to go, okay, with your plans or anything, any direction that you want to. You've got a crossroads coming up because you're also a life path number 8. It's time to get underway with things, okay, so it's time to go. Push the go button, not the stop button. Now we're up to Gemini. You're a life path number 8 and you're a Gemini. This card is for you. And it's Loyal Hearts and it's 35. Okay. You had the 2 of Cups in that spread that I just did. This is referring to you as a loyal heart. Somebody sees you as a loyal heart and to be loyal to your heart. Okay. Only you know what's in your heart. Okay. So if you're a Gemini, this card's going to come into play and I can't give you any other explanation for it, but you will know what this card means in the month of June, especially with that North Node that's just gone in to your sign. It's all dealing with the future. So stay loyal and trust your heart is another explanation for this card. If you're a life path number 8 and you are a Cancer, this next card is for you. Just get that card out here. Okay, Cancerians, you've got the master number 11 and it's by the book. Okay, so you can look up master number 11 if you want to and find out what 11 means, but it's a master lesson generally. So this card is telling me that you need to do everything by the book. Don't cut corners, all that sort of type thing. Make sure contracts and everything, this has come into my head, contracts and all that sort of type thing, and make sure they're by the book. Okay, so that's your card for Cancers for the month of June. Everything by the book, Cancers. If you're a life path number 8 and you are a Leo, this next card is for you. It's a number 6. Sorry, Leos, you've got not for you. So there's something coming up that you need to release and it's not for you. There is something better coming along, okay? You've got the fortune cookie here, one that, you know, it's basically when you break it open, the message would be not for you, okay? So whatever's on your mind could be anything. For Leos, this is for you. This card is for you, but whatever you're thinking about or whatever's not working out in your life, it's not for you. But you've got a crossroads coming up with the spread that I just did before. So this might explain why it's not for you. There is a better path coming. Excuse me. So if you're a life path number 8 and you are a Virgo, this card is for you. It's number 37 and it's Never Ending Story. Now with this card, this is somebody going over the same ground in every sort of avenue of their life. It's the same old story day after day after day. You've got an hourglass here as well, so it's like the sands of time sort of type thing. You're maybe feeling as though you need to break this cycle, and this card is telling you that you can break this cycle. Again, you need to basically, with that decisions card that came up, the one that was in the middle, the Major Arcana card, you need to make the decision that you need to stop this from happening in the future. You need to end this story and not let it be a never-ending story, okay? There's a pattern there that you need to get out of. Right, if you are a life path number 8 and you're a Libra, this card is for you. So Librans, you've got number 49 and it's the Observer. Libra is one of the signs that are affected mostly this year, or quite a bit this year, as well as other signs. They're not the only one. This is the Observer card. This is telling you to step back and observe things. Don't make too many decisions either way. Observe things before you make your decisions to get the right decision. With the Observer card, this is you standing back and observing what's going on around you. Okay, you don't have to put any input into it at the moment. All you have to do and all you're being asked to do is to observe. Okay. Right. If you are a life path number 8 and you're a Scorpion or a Scorpio, this next card's for you. The Scorpio, you've got number 47 and it's Go the Distance. So whatever you're doing, make sure you're looking after your health so that you can go the distance, okay? Don't give up. Is another one with this card. You've got to go the distance. Make sure whatever you're doing, yes, you're doing a little bit of a juggling act at the moment with that Two of Ariel or the Two of Pentacles, but go the distance. Make sure you can get enough rest and make sure you're eating healthy and drinking plenty of water. All these things come to mind, you know, maybe change the diet. Maybe, you know, this is a jaguar basically. Is it a jaguar? Yeah, it's a jaguar. But you've got to go the distance, okay? From A right through to Z. And so look after your health and make sure you don't give up and go the distance, okay? Well, this could be, you know, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. We don't know. This is going to be solely if it hits you and it resonates. Just know you've got to go the distance. So now we're on to Sagittarius, and if you're a life path number 8 and a Sagittarian, this next card is for you. And it's number 7 and it's To the Sea. So Sagittarians, yes, you're going to be affected by these eclipses and things in your sign, whether it's moon, rising, or star sign. This card here is telling you just to go with the flow, okay? Let them flow. Step back, breathe, anything you have to do. Even this lady here is on the sea, but she's in a bath, you know, taking a few, you know, good old salt baths, all that sort of type thing, and just relax and just go with the flow in the month of June. Let these eclipses play out. So now we're on to, if you're a life path number 8 and you're a Capricorn, this card is for you. This card here wanted to come out, so we'll take it. We have number 10 for you, Capricorn, and it's Unfinished Symphony. So there's something that you need to finish. You've got something that's unfinished, or an unfinished symphony here. You need to keep writing it and finish the story. You guys, the Capricorns, you've had a lot on your plate with all the planets that are been doing major stuff in your sign of Capricorn. You've had the South Node, which is all about the past. This card here is talking about, finishing that past out now. You're done and dusted with that South Node being in your sign now. And all these planets, you had the stellium happen in January with all these planets that meet up. And a lot of things have been played out. Okay, so you need to finish this cycle out and make it a finished symphony. And it's a number 10 also. If you have a look at that, it's a number 10. It's the end of this cycle. Okay. So we're on to now Aquarius. If you're a life path number 8 and you are an Aquarian, this card is for you. Again, we're in the age of Aquarius. We've just moved into it in the last few weeks. You have number 20. That's imagine. Aquarians, you're an air sign. You think a lot, you imagine quite a bit. You have a big role to play in the world scene at the moment, being the air signs, especially the Geminis and the Aquarians at the moment. We're sort of coming out of the water signs, all that thing, and now we're into the air, and this is what you're basically having to do in the month of June. Imagine your life. Imagine what you want your life to be. Imagine what you want the life of the world to be, the collective. That's you guys that will, basically the collective will be following in the next, probably, a year, 2 years. The Aquarian age is something that's been talked about quite a bit. But if you can imagine it, you can do it, okay? Aquarians can basically, they don't think inside the box like a lot of people. They think outside the box. So whatever you're imagining or whatever you can imagine, you can achieve it, okay? And that reminds me of the Queen of Wands, that card, okay? You can do anything right now. So our lucky last, Pisceans. If you're a life path number 8 and you're a Piscean, this card is for you. Okay, we have number 43 for Pisces, and it's deep knowing. Okay, so you're going to have a very deep knowing of what is right for you, and just know that you've got a deep knowing basically of what you want to do. This path that's coming up, this new path that's coming up, this Chariot, this decisions card, you're going to have a very deep knowing of what's right and what's wrong, the right way to go, the wrong way to go. People around you in all situations. Trust your instincts. You're going to have a very deep knowing, Pisceans. You're a water sign. You are a very deep sign. You're also a very psychic sign. So you're going to have a very deep knowing in the month of June. So, righto guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed that. It was just a little bit different. I get a little bit bored doing the same things all the time. I like to do different things. There's so many spreads and stuff that you can do actually with the tarot cards or the oracle cards, but I always like to bring a little bit of lightness to the situation, especially how things have been going in the world today. I'm just trying to lighten things up a bit, so I hope that's helped everybody. Please like, share and subscribe, and hit that bell button when I upload more videos. I'm hoping to come back and do a few more videos for June, because it's a major planetary influences. I'm going to do maybe even some lives if I can wangle some time off of looking after my lot. But anyway, I'd be very grateful if you hit the like button and even leave a comment for me. I always reply to comments. I enjoy your comments immensely. So love and light guys, and I will see you on the flip side sometime in June.